Hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. I'm Francis K. D. Cooper. Today we are here in Logan Town. We trying to get synopsis view of citizen with regards to the recent inauguration program that was here. And just last night, the president carried on 5 appointments. So we will be talking to a wide range of individuals, especially prominent adults, and young people within this community. So hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. Can you kind of introduce yourself?
Thank you. I'm G.L. Bisolo, a resident of Logan Town.
Yesterday, January 22nd, 2024, Ambassador Joseph Bokai was inducted into office. What do you have to say about such?
Yeah, overall, the induction ceremony was great. It was important for the induction ceremony was great. It was important for the onward march of our state. It is a fair and clean democratic process being followed and adhered to. It's just that people, instead of watching the message that was being sent forth, we look at the overwhelming scenario that led to the old man being hit by a heat stroke, which is almost normal due to his age and other things surrounding the situation, surrounding the entire situation. But there are situations where there are mistakes. There are mistakes made by the people who actually wrote the speech. My thing have to do with the people that wrote the speech. There was this argument during the course of the election that he's old, that he doesn't have strength. So the people wanted to debunk or diffuse that argument. And you know that owing to the fact that it is normal he's old, there are certain things that you can get diffused. Even as young as I am, there are boys and girls that are younger than me that were able to stand longer than I do. And there are people who in the 60s, I will stand longer than they do. So if Ambassador Boika or the then president, former president, who is in the 50s, will stand like for 4 or 5 hours and one for an old man who is in the late 70s to stand the same number of hours, I think it was a mistake on his part. So he falling the entire induction ceremony. But on the overall, it was a good program. It was intended to transition, which we have been praying for. In our lifetime, Liberia has at least 2 former presidents. Other countries are boasting for 10, 7, 8. No, not Liberia, even though we are among the oldest country on the planet. But because our country has been ran, and the way our country has been ran, there are people, we don't have too much ex-leaders. So we are happy and we are glad to see some persons calling themselves ex-president. So I think it was a good thing, the entire transitional process.
Just immediately after his induction into office, about around 7 to 9 o'clock, there was a 5-man listing appointment that was done. One of those names is Kamara to Ministry of Finance, and another name is Sylvester Braceman to Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs, and a lot more. What could you love to say, especially when it comes to the finance appointment, wherein Honorable Kamara has been appointed as Minister for Finance and Development Planning?
Thank you. I made some level of research when it comes to that at the level of the e-mansion, because I suppose that every appointment is supposed to be in the e-mansion, so I can speak to that outrightly. But while I saw this money, it looked like a flying sheet. I doubt it come from the president's office. If it actually came from the president's office, like I stated, I had to make research to confirm that. I had to make research by the way of e-mansion to confirm that, whether it was actually made. But it was, if it was actually made from the president's office, then the people will expect to do something well. I think we have an issue with the communication that those guys' names are on.
Which kind of issue, or what kind of issue are you talking about?
So if you look at the communication herself, I saw it this morning and I screenshot it. Let me go back there and show you what I actually mean. Okay, there are no dates. The format, the way it's been written, the seal, the writing, the Republic is not.
No, but it's the seal is in the form of bottom bags.
No, so we are saying if you look at other communications that came from previous president's office, there are some form of contradiction with it.
But this information, according to what we receive from other media outlets, and also we went to eMarshal. The eMarshal has even been updated. This information has been posted on the eMarshal, and this information has the Liberia emblem, which is the seal. It's in the form of watermark and other things. So
we are saying the the communication was not done, because if you look at the diagramming of the communication, there are some error lapses. They are trying to find
who determines the errors or lapses?
There are normal format being used to write. From the president's office, they have normal format. Those format wasn't followed. There were too many errors. It's just that I thought I screenshot it, but apparently I never screenshot it.
But there's names.
Now, so if we want to get to the name, Bama Kamara. No, I don't want to take Bama Kamara. Bama Kamara has served the ministry for a very long time. He served as deputy to come to the ministry. Bama Kamara served one of 2-3 ministers. All the ministers have issues in the national budget. What Bama Kamara offers.
So are you trying to say someone else's blame should be placed on someone? Why?
Because he served American had the issue of budget shortfall continuously.
But there's the man who is qualified, competent, and has a lot of masters in finance beyond.
He qualified, but he's not efficient and competent.
But he was.
No, he's not efficient because he served and he failed to lift the country from its dungeon.
But he's providing expertise at the African Bank. There where he was working before coming to Liberia. He was one of those consultants.
Being a consultant, it could be on policy issue, could be consultant on because at times you see people in this position not because they know the job perfectly, it's because of who they know. So some of them don't get a job because of the qualification or competence or efficiency. They get a job because of recommendation.
But there's a Harvard train. He's a Harvard train.
So being a Harvard train it means that if he's actually a Harvard train just 2 weeks, there are rehearsal pressure. You say you schooled, you know, say you had a master Harvard training program, that's your program, 2 weeks program, 3 week program, and you attach it into the CV. So it doesn't indicate that you know the job. I just tell you that he worked with Kamara, one of the brand Desmond performing Minister of Finance. Every year there was a budgetary shortfall. He was there as deputy for fiscal affairs. What extra he brings to
but for every year individual grows, the mind becomes developed, and the rest go on. So with regards to Boima Kamara, he also worked at the central bank, wherein he was highly praised as well.
So we use precedent. When Bama Kamara left the central bank, before the central bank became steady and liquidated, today we can boast of 40 million in our accumulated revenue, or what you call in our accumulated revenue, and the bank balance has increased. The bank balance has increased in the absence of Bama Kamara. What he brought to the table, what he did when he was to the various places, everything that is on record for Bama Kamara and his former bosses were deficiencies on their part. Bama Kamara assuming the office of the Minister of
Finance. People could say that during the Ellen's regime, the economic growth boosted to a point as compared to the Weah's regime, wherein immediately Weah was provided a trial for 6 years. Definitely there were lapses, and the United Party have taken over. So many are saying that when it comes to rating, they will definitely rate the United Party to highest to the CDC.
So you rating party to an individual. We are rating party to an individual.
But he works within the institution.
So his office he performed, and he was being nominated to. But that release, he worked in that same environment before. What was his output? The output was decimal. More besides that, during the Madam Sally 12 years, we had foreign troops and donors and programs in this country that ran for almost 10+ years. The country got empty after 2016 of the United Nations. United Nations alone used almost 500 million in the economy annually. It means that there were always jobs. There were jobs. There were people there to eat. There were other services being provided in the United Nations. So obviously the job and money were in the economy. United Nations took 500+ million from there, with the exception of that, you have all NGOs that were here because we're just from war.
But you still have United Nations in Liberia. So you have the UNDP. You have the other angles of UN.
These are people that are here because per the United Nations status, they're supposed to be here. But I'm talking about the UNMIL, the United Nations mission in Liberia. The mission alone expended more than 500 million. Aside the mission, you still have UNDP that are operating. You still have UNICEF that are operating in their very minimum budgets. by discussing United Nations mission in Liberia that had very quick impact project. Even my institution, the Elder John Massey that I graduated from, had a quick impact project for the United Nations mission in Liberia. Worth more than $25,000 for the construction of a school edifice. And you're telling us that Kamara and the other persons helped Erling along the line. No, they were the main cause of Erling some of our deficiencies he had with the kind of funding that entered the country, and up to now we jet to have a single factory made in Liberia product. Major made in Liberia product will get traded from here to Sierra Leone, and you're telling us that Kamara did well. No, I think he doesn't worth the office. He doesn't worth the office. Like I stated, I'm not speaking to him hard and harsh on grounds that I don't want to criticize him wrongly, because I have not done the research on the E-Mansion website to know whether he was the one actually nominated for that post. But if what is being heard, it is true, or what is being seen, it is true, it means that we're not going anywhere and we're not getting anything from the rescue.